Coming up on Mountain News this morning, as more positive cases of COVID-19 are discovered in Kentucky, we talk with a testing lab about the process. And we go to Pike County, where officials with Pikeville Medical Center are preparing for the potential spread of COVID-19 to eastern Kentucky. And in Perry County, one clinic is working to make sure people still get the care they need without stepping foot in a clinic.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. The time is now 5 o'clock. Thank you for joining me on Mountain News This Morning. My name is Lacey Roberts, and today is the first full day of spring. And Brandon, it felt wonderful outside. When I walked outside, I had like a sweater. I ripped it right off. I'm like, this is beautiful, and I don't know how long I'm going to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, I think most of today you're going to be able to enjoy that. We're going to continue to see, again, the possibility for some cooler air as we get behind this cold front. But today, right now, not too bad. Let's take a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar first. You see the rain starting to work its way in. It'll come in waves today ahead of that front, and some pretty heavy bands coming through parts of Lake Cumberland now, central Kentucky, and they will move their way to the mountains pretty soon. Look at this, 69 here in Jackson and Hazard, 70 in Pikeville, Middlesboro, 70 also in Harlan, 72 Williamsburg and Jacksboro. So again, a little bit warmer than expected this morning. And look at those wind speeds right now, 26 mile an hour sustained wind speed in Wise. But you see where all that air is coming from, the south, and we're going to continue to see that track through here today. So we're going to maybe try to get down to around 65 by later this morning. But again, showers and storms will be around. Some of those could be on the stronger side, and temperatures will stabilize right there around 72 a little bit later on this afternoon. I'll have the extended forecast for you coming up here in just a little bit. Lacey.
Thank you, Brandon. And here in the Bluegrass, officials are still working to contain the spread of COVID-19, with thousands of businesses forced to shut down and schools closing their doors. Many Kentuckians are self-isolating at home. Yesterday, Governor Andy Beshear announced the state's second death in Jefferson County, along with 12 new cases. One of those new cases is the first in our viewing area. A 59-year-old woman in Pulaski County tested positive for the virus. We are told Pulaski County officials have scheduled a news conference for today at noon. And the state of Tennessee announced more than 50 new cases of coronavirus in a span of just 24 hours. Now, this map shows those affected areas. There are now 156 confirmed coronavirus cases in the volunteer state. Wednesday, there were 101. The yellow areas are counties that were already dealing with COVID-19 cases, while the red areas show 5 new counties reporting positive tests. Nashville and its suburbs remain the epicenter for the outbreak, making up to 113 of those cases. More COVID-19 tests are coming back because more labs are performing them. In northern Kentucky, Gravity Diagnostics is a small private lab that started testing Monday. They received their FDA approval and spent nearly $500,000 to get the equipment to get the job done. Now they're seeing their test load rise by the day.
And so we're really trying to be careful. The most important thing that viewers need to know is, we need to make sure we honor the turnaround time required, right? So if we get a sample in, we want to make sure we get that result back to that medical professional or that patient as soon as possible, right?
Due to HIPAA restrictions, they cannot release how many positive tests they have had. And Baptist Health in Corbin has postponed elective surgeries for 30 days. That decision was made by the American College of Surgeons, the U.S. Surgeon General, and Governor Andy Beshear. The reason was to conserve medical supplies and hospital resources. Another, to continue social distancing as the number of cases across the nation continue to climb.
If it's truly elective, in other words, there's no risk after 30 days, no increased risk, then that needs to be delayed and everybody needs to be patient. And this is a 30-day moratorium right now, so this is going to be revisited based on where we are 30 days from now.
And ARH announced yesterday that pharmacies are now offering curbside pickup. They urge people to call ahead to arrange your pharmacy to do this. And yesterday, Pike County Judge Executive Ray Jones hosted a news conference with representatives from the Pike County Health Department and Pikeville Medical Center. PMC infectious disease specialist Dr. Fadad Ali Akras and Pike County Public Health Director Tammy Morris Riley stressed the importance of social distancing as the best preventative method against COVID-19. They say the county still has not seen a confirmed case of the virus, adding that PMC is prepared either way.
I wish it's not going to happen here, but let's be prepared for that, and I think we're prepared at this point to be able to manage these problems here in this area.
Officials do urge people to consider staying in the county as much as possible and to avoid bringing that virus in. Not only are stores and restaurants making adjustments with new guidelines surrounding the coronavirus, one medical facility is trying to cater to their patients as well. Primary Care in Hazard implemented the idea of a drive-through clinic. It is a tent set up outside where you can drive your car under and be seen. Now, this is to prevent higher risk patients from having to go inside the actual clinic. A nurse practitioner there says this is a great way to see patients that are not really sick.
We can refill the patient's medications. If they need lab work, we have an area that we can pull them over here in the parking lot. We have several spaces reserved, and lab will come out and draw their labs while they're here.
The average visit at the drive-through clinic is 10 to 12 minutes. And if you would like to make an appointment at the drive-through clinic, you can call Primary Care. As COVID-19 concerns grow, county governments shift to how they're doing business. The Floyd County Courthouse was closed, or has closed its doors, to most foot traffic, but a clerk's office is still working for the people using the drive-through. County workers can continue to serve in a safe way, offering all services usually provided inside. The drive-through sees little interaction on a normal basis, but it is now being used to its full potential, keeping services open during the COVID-19 scare, trying to provide just some sense of normalcy in these unsure times.
We've had customers, several customers from all over come in, and we're just trying to really serve this county the best way we can.
The community is taking advantage of the option, which employees say could also prove helpful when things get back to normal. Officials say the Betsy Lane office is offering curbside assistance, and the McDowell office is operating with one-on-one limited access. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. As the economic impact of the coronavirus spreads, unemployment claims have soared to their highest level since 2017. We'll break down those numbers.
Spring has sprung, but that doesn't mean any changes to our weather pattern, unfortunately. I'll have the latest forecast in about 3 minutes.